In this code, today's in this course or in this session, in this class, I'm going to explain you how to create data types and how to create variables. So let's click on new class, and I'm just going to write here second because this is my second class today, second session. So I'm just clicking on class and I'm clicking on OK. So what I'm going to do is just like our last program in first, we have gone inside, and now I'm just going to double click on second and I'm going inside. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to select entire code by pressing Control A, and I'm deleting the whole thing. And what I'm going to write here, I'm just going to write here a class, which is a keyword in small. And I'm going to write here the name of my class, which starts with a capital letter. I'm creating brackets here, and I'm coming into my class, and I'm just like last program, guys. If you remember, I just wrote public static void main, which is the main function of my class. Once again, I'm just going to write here public static void main. I'm opening round brackets, closing here, and I'm creating curly braces here, and I'm going to go inside and write a code. So what I have done, I have written class, the name of the class, public static void main, and I have done my code. My code structure is ready. So today what I'm going to explain you is, guys, the data types. So guys, we have few data types in Java. The first data type, which I'm going to write in comment, and then I'm going to write a code. So guys, this is a comment. Basically we have two different types of comments in Java. Comment means you can write anything in this code, and it is not going to execute, it is not going to compile. You can give a description of any logic or anything to the user. Whatever you want, you can write next to this thing, and it is not going to execute, but it will be visible only on your coding screen. So this I want to say. So guys, this is a single line comment and this is multiple line comment. Once you put backslash star, you will be getting a multiple lines where you can write whatever you want. So the first data type, guys, what I'm going to explain you is integer. So integer is my first data type, which I'm going to discuss. So guys, integer means the whole number. Whenever I just need to create any variable in my memory where I just need to save some number. For example, I just want some variable like a I want, and I just want to give some complete number into it. So those things will come inside integer. Complete number like 23, 45, any number. Remember, you cannot give here any decimal value. Similarly, I'm having the second one. The second data type is data type which I'm going to deal with, that is decimal. That is decimal, but that the name of that data type is float. When this float means the point values like 23.6, 24.9, such kind of values comes inside float. The next data type, which I'm just explaining here you the data type, then use we will be learning. We are going to implement the use, how to use all these data type in Java. So the first data type I've explained it to you, just like integer. I'm just taking a whole number that is 23 and 45, 45. Float means the decimal number double, or you can say the decimal number, the precision value where I can write like 23 point. Point is allowed here. You can write here point. Now, I'm having the another one that is char. Char means character, guys. A data type, which is again a data type char. Any character, if you want, you can write inside, but in single inverted comma that you need to write. For example, T is for true, or Y is for yes, or F is for false. It's up to you what kind of character you need to write here. So whatever character you write here, it will work. So here data typing is the types of data. Yes, we know like we have different types of data in this world. We have so much data is already uploaded on internet. So we have different types of the data, guys. We have integer. Integer is a complete number. Float is a decimal number. Character means char. A letter, a single letter you can write here. Next, the data type, which I'm just going to explain you, that is a string. A string means a sentence or a word you can write inside. Like you can write in hello world. So when you are talking about a sentence or a complete line or more than a word, then hello world, or a word also you can write here in a string. But always remember, character means only one letter you can write here. In integer, I just need to tell you one more thing, which is again a part of integer only. Integer, one more thing we have, guys, long. A data type that is long, where you can give the long ranges data, like I just want to write this data. So you can write the long range, the numbers can be written inside, inside long. Similarly, in float, I'm having one more data type, which is of type float only, that is 2.2. I'm writing here, that is double. So this you need to remember, guys. Double means a long range to float number. I could write like this. Sometimes you might have seen on the calculator like 23.6988888. So such kind of things can be taken inside a double. Now, how to use such kind of data types, how to use, where to use this, I'm going to explain you on Paint Editor, guys. So this is my paint editor. I could explain you like you just need to assume guys this is a memory. This is a memory. Basically where I use my variables, where I create a variables, what is the use of this data type? It comes in mind like it we just need to create in a code while I'm dealing with some mathematical calculation. So I just need to save something in a memory. There I need to use it. Now how to use it? For example, this is my memory. And in my memory, I just need to save some number. How to do it? So first of all, I'm just going to create a box. Okay, and I'm going to give some number to it. I'm going to give some number, not a number, means some name to it. I just want to give some name to it. For example, I've given a name. Along with the name, guys, I need to give a type of the data, means what kind of value will be going to this box. So I'm writing here integer type of value will be going to this box. So this is known as variable, guys. Variable means occupying a memory, occupying some space in a memory, and give some name and a data type to it and save some value in it. That is known as variable. So guys, this box I have created, the name of this box is A and the type is integer, and I can keep any integer related value to this box which I can use later. Always remember guys, this is just you can use during processing. Once your program is executed, done, these variables will be cleared from the memory. This is not secondary memory, this is your primary memory. All these are happening in primary memory. Now so this is the one box, guys. Similarly, I'm going to create one more box because I'm going to do here addition of two numbers. So at least three boxes I need. So I can put, the values. So here I'm just going to write, this is again of type integer. This box again, I can keep only integer value in this box and the name of this box is B. What I'm going to do is guys, I'm just going to add the values of from these two boxes and I'm going to keep in third box so that I can, for addition guys, for multiplication, for division, you need to store some value. You need to save some value, then only you can use that value later. This is my third box and I'm going to give a name to it, that is, I'm just writing here integer and C I'm writing. That means guys, I'm having my first box A, I'm having my second box that is B, and I'm having my third box that is C. So let's insert a value. So first box I'm going to insert a value that is 2. I'm just putting it here in center. And box 3 I'm just going to keep here 3. Now if I'm adding these two values guys, that is 2 plus 3, it's 5. So I'm just going to write here 5, means I'm just going to write 5 in this C box. So here I have written 5, this you can see. So guys, this is all about variables. Variables means creating a room in a memory, occupying a space in a memory, a room where you can keep some number and that can be used later. So I've created a space here for A variable, which is of type integer. I've created a space for B variable, which is again of type integer. So I've added these two things. I kept answer in C, and here I can print my answer to my console. So let's go to the coding screen, guys, and let's start a code. Now, how to create variables? Just practically, I'm going to explain you how you can create a variable, guys. It is so simple. Trust me, it is so simple. I'm just going to write here int, which is a data type. I'm writing an A. In one line, I can write, I want one room for A, one room for B, and one room for C. And the type should be integer. Means only numbers can go to those rooms. A, B, C rooms are booked for only whole numbers. So how I can do this thing? I can keep some number to A, guys. Any number I'm keeping here, like my example, A is equal to 2, B is equal to 3. I instruct a computer, you need to add A and B together and you need to keep answer in C. So guys, this is assignment operator. I just need to tell you first of all, this is assignment operator. While I'm giving any value to the variable, I need to use it. This is assignment operator. Right hand side, I'm giving my value. Left hand side, it will be stored, the variable. Always remember, left hand side, it should be variable, right hand side should be value. I'm doing the same thing here. What I've done, then I added A plus B, plus is my operator. So I'm adding A with B and I'm keeping my answer to my left hand side, that is C. Always remember, operations should be on right hand side, numbers should be on right hand side, variables should be left hand side. This is assignment operator. So guys, I have saved, my answer is already there in room C. But how to print to the output screen? So I'm just going to use the same syntax which I have used in my first session. I'm just writing here system dot out dot println. This is so simple. I'm just going to write here in double inverted comma, answer is. So guys, this is a comment, answer is. Along with this, I want to print the variable that is C. And I need to go to the end of my line. I need to put here terminator. Now, what do you mean by this line, guys? In double inverted comma, I'm writing here answer is. Means I just need to print my answer. This is my comment. This is entirely my comments. You can write here anything. This is plus, this is also known as concatenation operator, guys. Why? Because I'm just concatenating. I concate my sentence and my variable together. I'm just adding my sentence along with my variable. So the name of my variable is C. You can see the name of my variable is C because my answer is in C. I want to print my answer. My answer is stored in C room. I want to print my answer. So I just need to write here the name of my room without any commas, without anything. Straightforward, I write here C. So guys, this you need to remember that this is your first part where you're just talking about about some comment. You know, this is your first part. You come here, you click here, and you select this thing. So this is basically your first part. You are just talking here about what is the caption, means what you want to print. You are going to put here plus and you are going to write here C, means you are going to print here the name of your variable. So answer is we have written, that is a caption. And then I'm going to write here the variable name where my answer is stored, and both the things I'm going to use, both the things I'm going to print, but I'm using on a concatenation operator here in between, which means that it is going to concat. It is going to add this sentence along with C. So this is all we have done. I'm just going to press Shift Control I to arrange my code, and then I'm going to run it. So here my code is done, you can see, and I'm just going to click here on compile. My code is executed, you can see here, and I'm going to my main screen, my home screen. I'm going to right click here, clicking on void main, and you can see here guys, answer is 5 because 2 plus 3 is 5. So here we have done our program. So this is how you can print your addition, subtraction, multiplication, whatever you want. So I'm going back to my class, guys, and similarly, you just can do here multiplication also. Like you can do here multiplication, and again when you compile, you will be getting answer for the multiplication of two numbers. I've compiled. I'm going back to my home screen. I'm going to right click. I'm clicking on void main, and you can see here your output. Like this is 2 cross 3, that is 6. All right. So this is how, guys, you can create your variables, you can apply operations, you can execute it. Now, I'm going to explain you how to use float in the same way. Like if I'm having point values, if I want to add point values, how to do it. So I'm just going to use here float, guys. And for a float, we just need to replace int with float. Again, I'm having a room ABC in memory, but of type float. And this time I'm going to give some float value here. Again, I'm going to give some float value here, but what we need to do, we need to do one more thing along with float. As you know, this a b c is a float. We know double is again, we use for the float values, but double is a data type which we use for long ranged float values. Double is again a data type which we use for long ranged float value. So compiler is little confused here. This is float or a double, because double 2.5 can be double also. 2.5 can be float also. Double is again a data type which takes, long range to float values. So how to tell this to compiler, how to explain this thing to compiler. So I'm going to explain you a short trick. You just need to write here F. Once you write here F is a literal, that means float. Compiler will be informed, okay, A is equal to 2.5, it's a float value. B is equal to 3.6 is again a float value. You just need to add here a literal, that is F. F stands for float. So when you multiple A and B together, you will be getting answer in C, and the same will be printed. Guys, again, I'm going to click on compile. I'm going back to my home page, my dashboard. I'm going to click here on void main once again. You can see the output screen is right here. Answer is 9.0. So this is for addition, guys. This is for multiplication. This is for float. So this is how you can use float addition. Even I'm multiplying here, but if I want, I can add here and I can write here. I can edit this caption also. So this is, I'm doing, addition of float. You can do here multiplication of float. You can divide here the float values and you will be getting here answer. So guys, like this, you can deal with the float. This is how you can work with the float. Now, next I'm going to explain you with the double, how to use with the double. For example, I'm writing here double. I'm having A, B, and C, which is of type double. So what I need to do is, I don't need to write here anything in the case of double. I seriously don't want to write here anything, because if I'm creating a data type ABC, whatever value, precision value, whatever decimal number I'm giving to A, to B, or C, it will be taken as double. I can add, I can subtract, whatever I want, the operations can be done. I'm just going to click on compile. You can see it is compiled. I'm going back to my dashboard and I'm going to right click here. You will be getting your answer, but this time you will be getting your answer for double. You can see the double range, guys. This is the range for double. This you can see, this is the range for double. All right, I'm coming back to my code. This is my code. I'm going to calculate here now the area of circle. I'm going to explain you, though we know like the area of circle is pi r square. That is pi r square. So how to calculate these values, guys? This I'm going to explain to you. I'm going to take here, first of all, the value of pi, that is 22 by 7, that is 3.14. And I'm going to calculate the area of circle then. Along with this, I'm going to put the value for radius also. So let's start solving. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm just taking a value of pi. As we know, guys, that the value of pi is fixed. It is a constant value. So I'm going to introduce one more keyword along with you today, that is final. I've written here double, and next I'm going to write here final. I'm just writing here final like this. This is the final, double data type I have written. I'm writing here final. Final means the value which I'm going to give for pi, that will be fixed. The value for pi will be fixed. Nobody can change it. This is for fixed values. This is a keyword that is known as final. Whatever value is fixed, like pi value is fixed. As we know in maths, 1060 is fixed, 1045 value is fixed. So such fixed value, we can use final keyword, which the values which cannot be changed then later. I'm just writing here double, I'm writing here final. And then what I'm going to do is I'm writing here pi. One more thing, the data type you need to write after final. So first of all, I'm going to write final here, and then I'm going to write here data type. I'm just writing a data type is double I'm using, and the name of the variable is pi. I'm putting is equal to, I'm writing here 3.14. So this is the value of pi, which is fixed now. And if I can't change. I can explain you this even. Along with this final, I'm going to take my radius also, because the radius value I'm going to give from my side, that is 2. So I fixed the value of radius. This is, guys, static value I have just given before use, and I fixed the value of a radius, that is 2. Now you can see, if I change the value of pi, if I try to change the value of pi, I could not change, guys. You can see as soon I'm going to give error message when I click on Control K. You can see here cannot assign a value to final variable pi. That means the value of pi is fixed here the moment I write here final. Final is a keyword. Once you write final, you cannot change a value of pi later in the code. So I'm just going to delete this line because I could not change. I don't want to change. The value of pi is always fixed, that is 3.14, and the radius, the value of radius also I have given. Since system.out.println, guys, I just want to write here area of circle S. So I'm just writing here area of circle is, I've written here the area of circle is in double inverted comma, and I'm just writing here, I'm just going to calculate here the area of circle, that is pi r square. I'm writing here pi multiple r multiple r. That means pi r square. So I'm writing here my class name is here, public static void main is here. I just wrote pi r square, the formula here. I'm writing here the type of my data, that is double. Pi, the value of pi is fixed, is final here. I've given here 3.14, I've fixed. I'm writing here int r is equal to 2. So my radius is 2, system.out.println, and I'm printing here the area of circle. I'm putting in caption area of circle is. Along with this, I'm putting here concatenation operator. As I have told you, with this you can add so many things together. Like I'm printing comment, then I'm printing my answer. But you need to do one more thing. The entire problem, like pi, that is pi r square, you need to give it one bracket, because this is plus, which is again an operator. So we just need to give a clarity to the compiler. Okay, this is my operation and this is my concatenation operator. I'm just going to delete this comment. If you want, you can write it. It is not going to work. It is not going to execute. You will not get output. Comment we write just for description purpose. So this is my class. And this class, what I am doing basically, I've written here final, because my, the value of pi is final, which can't be changed. I fixed the value of radius and I'm just calculating, that is pi r square. I've written here area of circle is, this is my caption, my comment. Plus I'm using, because I need to add more than one things together on console, and I'm writing here pi r square. I'm going to click here on compile. You can see I don't have any error as of now. I'm going to dashboard. I'm going to right click, clicking on void main, and I could see the output on my screen. This is the latest output you can see, guys. This is my latest output, which you can see, that is area of circle is 12.56. So guys, these are the data types I've explained to you: integer, double, and decimal. Means decimal value, integer related values, operations can be done in this way. You can see the screen. We have already done a final keyword also introduced with you. So I've explained you the double, how the double can be used, how float can be used, and how you can calculate area of circle. Similarly, you can calculate area of rectangle, area of square, area of side. Now I'm going to explain you how you can calculate, how you can do two operations together. So what I'm going to do is, guys, I'm just going to calculate here one more thing, that is area of rectangle. How to do it together? I'm just putting a comma here. I'm writing here L is for length. I'm writing here B is for breadth. And I'm giving some value to my length also. I'm giving this, some value to this breadth also. I have given. Now directly, I'm just going to copy this line. Control C. I'm coming up here. I'm pasting Control V. I'm giving some space. I'm bringing it to the indentation area. An area of rectangle, I'm writing in place of this. This is area of rectangle is. Now we know the area of rectangle is length into breadth, guys. The area of rectangle is length into breadth. I know I have taken one variable L is of type integer, and I have given a value to it, that is 2. Same as B, I have given is 3. So what I'm going to write is, I'm just going to write here L cross B, that is L multiple B. So guess this is a similar approach. Like you can solve more than one operations together in this code. The code is so simple. You just need to write here, integer. You are creating one more variable here. Even if you want, you can create it in second line also. If you are confused, you can create in second line. Both the ways are possible. I've created another room for L. I give given 2 to that room because it is of type integer. The whole number I just can give here. One more room I have created for B. I have given 3 to it. I'm writing here system.println to print some message on my screen, and I'm writing the area of rectangle is. What is area of rectangle? L into B are the values are already initialized L and B together, so that you can write here. And now here we go. I'm just going to click on compile. You can see I can go to my dashboard. I'm going to right click here. I'm clicking on this void main, and I could see the output screen. Please see the latest output. This is my latest output. Area of circle is 12.56. Area of rectangle is 6. This is how you can do it, guys. One more thing I'm going to explain you, like if you want to clear your screen every time a new output should come up, a latest output only should come up, why the old output. So I'm just going to share with you one more thing. We have one step sequence, that is \f, that's for clear screen. Once you use it, you can see your screen is very clear and you just can see a latest output. I'm going to click on void main. I can go to my output screen, and you can see I could not see my old outputs anymore. This is my latest output I could see on a screen. Area of circle is, area of rectangle is. So guys, this is all about, our data types, as we have discussed, how you can use your data types, what many different types of data types you have, how you can create rooms for those data types, how you can give values, how you can compute, how you can deal with float, with double, how you can use your final keyword. This is how we can do each and everything. So like you can follow this session, and you can create some other videos. You can create some, you can solve some other problems also. So this session, if you follow, if you practice it, please practice it, because practice makes man perfect. If once you practice on BlueJ, you will be able to understand the entire procedure. like how to go through the programming, how to run all these things, how to create data types and variables in Java, but practice is must. Once you practice, then only you will be able to understand. So following this video, following this session, you can solve some other numerical problems also. You can solve a parameter of rectangle also, area of a square, parameter of rectangle, parameter of a square, and area of triangle. Many different problems, like similar problems, can be solved with this session. So thank you. We'll be meeting in our next class then. Thank you.